In this video, we're going to be styling blue jeans, Stonewashed blue jeans. It said so in the title. It would be kind of weird if this was about beekeeping. We're going to be styling blue jeans from this timestamp on. Please feel free to skip this next part where I talk about a more cerebral way of dressing, about intentionality with an outfit, and about dressing out of circumstance rather than coherent thought. Okay, who's still there? Don't say I didn't warn you. Tell you what, I'm going to leave this up there, and when you get sick of my ramblings, then you can skip right past this part and actually get into styling a pair of blue jeans. You see, recently I was reading an interview with Lauren Schlossman. He is 50% of the Throwing Fits podcast. And in that interview, he mentioned a cerebral way of dressing, which it struck a chord. And that chord just happened to be, what the hell does he mean by that? Unfortunately, interviews do tend to be a slightly one-sided conversation, so I wasn't able to ask him, so I decided to try and figure it out for myself. First up, Google for cerebral. I mean, that seems like a good place to start, right? The closest that I could find that could be somewhat applicable was cerebral, involving intelligence rather than emotion or instinct. Okay, this I think I can work with. I don't think that I've been using too much intelligence when it comes to putting together my outfits. I use a certain amount of curatorship when I am purchasing the pieces, which means to a greater or lesser extent these pieces do work together, but that is pretty much where the intelligence stops. And also I don't think there's too much instinct involved in this as well. I mean, I know people that do dress out of instinct and dress out of instinct very, very well, and I just am not one of them. And emotions, well, yes, the overwhelming emotion when I look at my wardrobe or look to put a fit together is one of frustration. Unless I truly put some intention into an outfit, I tend to dress out of circumstance, and that circumstance tends to be what is tolerably clean and what the weather is like. And that sees me defaulting to the same thing over and over again. I mean, it's no wonder that I'm getting frustrated. So when I decided to invest in another pair of Stonewashed blue jeans, if you saw the video, you look terrible in your jeans, let's fix that, you know why I had to. But when I decided to invest in another pair of Stonewashed blue jeans, I wanted to use a little bit of intelligence and intentionality in not only the piece that I picked, but also where it fits in my wardrobe and the possibilities that it's going to afford. And one of the best ways that I know personally to show some intention and some thought, most of the time far too much thought, is to make a video on a subject. And that brings us right back to the start. Hello again to the guys that skipped, and now here are 9 ways, actually it might end up being more, might end up being less, but in the script it says 9 ways. Here are 9 ways to style a pair of Stonewashed blue jeans. But first, we do actually need a pair of Stonewashed blue jeans. And that's where this box that I've been mysteriously standing on this whole time, that's where that comes in. And that's where the sponsor of this video comes in, Huckberry. All I can say about Huckberry is that they are cool. Aside from being what could be actually a one-stop shop to put together a very respectable wardrobe, to put together a very, very well-equipped EDC, to furnish your home, to get your grill on, and basically everything else a man could possibly want. Aside from all of that, they're just really nice, cool, and easy people to work with. Maybe I've said this before, I think I have actually, but most of the time when a brand or a store reaches out, they have one very specific product in mind that they want to push. Some of the time that product is cool and I don't mind bringing it to you guys, but most of the time it's not, and I say no quite a lot. But with Huckberry, they just give me free rein with whatever it might be that I want to cover and how I want to cover it, which is by far the smarter way of doing things. If I'm completely free to choose, then I'm choosing something that I hope is going to give value to you guys, and it's going to be something that I can convey in an enthusiastic and a genuine manner. And the last thing I can say about them is that I trust them. I trust them to bring you good things from good brands. I trust them to get it to you in a timely manner, and if you don't like it, I trust them to take it back with no muss or fuss. So, Huckberry, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for making it possible to make this video happen. And without further ado, let's actually get to the jeans. And it looks like my best friends, the German custom authorities, have already been into the package. Okay, that is Wythe, New York. That's for another video. This is something that I don't really need for the video, but I wanted. And actually, yeah, it's going to add a little bit of something. And here are the blue jeans. This is a pair of Corridor New York in what I think is their 5-year wash. 5-pocket jean, 5-year wash, indigo. And what I like about these jeans is that they are just stonewashed. They are not trying to fake fades. Although I do see a few little vertical lines going on there. They were made in Italy, they were washed in Italy. I guess the Italians just couldn't help themselves. I like the tone, I like the fit, and I hope they fit. Yeah, they do. And thank God, otherwise this would have been a very short video. Okay, but now we can actually get on with styling some blue jeans. First up, we have the classic of all classics, white canvas kicks with a white t-shirt. I mean, this is enough. I'm going to add a little bit of a cuff down to the jeans. I'm wearing a pair of high tops, so yeah, I just want to show those off a little bit. And also, I think I want to add that necklace. It breaks things up a little bit. It adds a little bit of something. The t-shirt is from 45. It's a Supima cotton one. It's one of Huckberry's house brands, but it's amazing. It's super soft, super wearable, and the cut's just fantastic. The canvas trainers, they're from Novesta, my canvas kick brand of choice. They are the Uniworks collab from a couple of years ago, but I think they've got similar models available, definitely. For outfit number 2, all we're going to do is add a denim jacket. This one's from Benzak Denim Developers. They're trucker in a 15-ounce Italian selvage denim. If I'm going to do double denim, which I love to do, I always like to have some contrast between the bottom and top half. So crispy raw denim jacket works perfectly for this. If I wanted to dress things up a bit, but only slightly, I don't really like to dress denim up too much. I mean, this is workwear after all. I'd keep the t-shirt, but I'd tuck it in. I'd swap the canvas kicks for a pair of penny loafers. These ones are from Trickers. And I'd swap out the denim jacket for an overcoat. This one is from some obscure Korean brand that I couldn't find anything about, and I bought it off a friend online, so I can't tell you too much about it. For outfit 4, I'm keeping the loafers, but swapping the tee for a vest, keeping it tucked in, and adding a linen overshirt. This one's from 316. It works really well without the jacket when it's a little bit warmer outside. When it's a bit cold, it also works as a great layering piece with the overcoat. Outfit 5, keeping the vest but swapping the linen shirt for a herringbone twill officer shirt. Again, this one's from 316. I just love the way that green tone works with the blue. And also, the herringbone twill fabric has worn down and washed down beautifully. There's this subtle interplay of texture between the denim and the herringbone twill, which I really mess with. For the footwear, I'm going for my RM William Chelsea boots. I remember Aaron Levine mentioning adding tension to an outfit. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I understand his notion of the idea, but I like that the polished leather stands in contrast with the washed denim and the worn down herringbone twill. Right, outfit 6, and this one is a little bit out there and it might seem a little bit like cowboy cosplay, but I'm into it. The Western thing is in and it's staying in for a while, I think. So, cowboy boots are from some Italian brand that I can't remember, and the Western shirt is from Benzak. It looks weird tucked, looks weird untucked. Okay, here we go. Kind of slutty, kind of sleazy, and I like that. For outfit 7, there's not much thought behind this apart from I'm reaching for 2 of my favourite pickups of the year, the Benzak Scout shirt and the Fight clogs. Again, the way the sateen fabric and the shirt is washed down works really well with the washed denim. And the clogs, aside from them being fucking cool, they certainly add tension. They certainly did when my wife saw them. Now, outfit 8. This is me reading the etiquette a bit too much and basically just trying things out for fun. I'm taking an old dress shirt of mine. This is actually Balmain, which I don't know. Apparently I used to be fancy. I'm taking that with my Birkenstock Londons and a silk scarf. Can I wear that? It might be a bit much. I could swap the scarf for bandana and maybe the Londons for the loafers. I think both work. A little bit weird, but I think both work. Okay, I'll put it this way. If I have to walk more than 500 meters, or I have to have the shoes on for more than an hour, I'm going for the Londons. I love the Trickers, but my God, they're uncomfortable. And I think we're almost done. The last one is my proper dad fit. The white t-shirt is swapped back in, and it's tucked. Then a black cardigan from 316. Going to keep the black loafers, and a black belt from Sugarcane. Right, before we go, I do want to throw one last item into the mix. And that's the humble grey hoodie. Now, as a standalone piece with just the jeans and whatever shoes, I think it looks pretty lazy. But as a layering piece, it works perfectly under the denim jacket or also under the Mac. This one's from Uniqlo, simply because it is one of the only ones I can find without the kangaroo pocket at the front. I'm not digging those, I never did. Right, that is 9 to 12 outfits, all based around a pair of Stonewashed Blue Jeans. And as I said at the beginning, this was about me trying to put some more thought into my outfits, trying to be more intentional, trying to be more cerebral. This certainly isn't about me telling you how to dress, not at all. I'm just hoping that this is going to act as a little bit of inspiration here and there. And I'm hoping it is going to spark a good conversation between all of us down in the comments below. So yeah, let's get started with that. Like, let me know what you loved, what you hated. Let me know what you would add, what you would subtract. I'm curious to know, and I'm curious to get that conversation started. Down in the description, I have left links to all of the pieces that I could, and I've tried to find alternatives to the pieces that aren't available anymore. There's also a link to the CRD sales page that's worth checking out if you are in the market for some new pieces to add to your wardrobe. And yeah, that just leaves me to say, guys, as always, I hope everyone is happy and healthy out there. Hope you're taking care of yourselves, hope you're taking care of each other, and I'm going to see you in the next video.